was trying new things this year, and this all started with making top 10 lists, and the big one for 2016 was the top 10 American anime characters. The next list I'm working on is the top 10 Hispanic anime characters, or something else. Because of making lists, I went back to rewatching One Piece, since now, a lot of material has been dubbed. I just want to clear up any confusion, but this is not the first time I was into One Piece. Back in the mid-2000s, I saw the 4Kids dub as it aired to the Alabasta arc, and years later I watched the show again with the Funimation dub. Sometime in high school, that's when I started reading the manga, and my first year in college was the time that I caught up. Then a couple of years went by and I lost interest with all the New World material, but what made me come back? I watched the series again because of Zoro, for being in the list of modern manly anime characters, but as I kept watching episodes I ended up experiencing entire arcs for the first time in anime format. Beginning with the part I left off in the anime being the CP9 arc, which led to the eventual realization that I like Franky. A couple of friends of mine, but especially Zoro Fanboy 124, was telling me how manly the fight was between Franky and Senor Pink, aka Senor Rosa. I did watch the fight or read it, I don't remember which, but I wasn't impressed. It wasn't until I got back into One Piece because I needed footage to make the video featuring Zoro, and I ended up getting caught in the moment, which I noticed tends to happen to me frequently, especially when I'm making a video. It makes me remember what I liked about a character or a series in the first place. By the time I finished all of CP9, I ended up thinking, I think Franky is my favorite Straw Hat. It might have something to do with Patrick Sei's performance, I'm not exactly sure what drew me in, but I know by the time I got to dress Rosa and endured its long story that I grew to like Franky's new design and got engaged in the whole super robot gimmick. And now I can finally say, yeah, this fight was manly! But they kept cutting away a lot. But now I know Franky's my favorite character of the series. For a while it was always Zoro, since the days of Mark DeRison voicing him in the 4Kids dub. But now Zoro's probably number 3 for me, at least in terms of One Piece characters, as I think I like Brook more. Then there's Sanji, who I heard has been getting more to do in the current arc. I'm not fully caught up to One Piece, but I'll dread the day it happens because catching up is what killed my interest in the first place. So, for the first 12 days of anime, I'm supposed to narrow down a moment, but I guess I could just say anything that involves Franky.